The Abraham Accords have opened up a whole new world of cooperation between Israel and its new partners in the Gulf, the United Arab Emirates and Bahrain. And today saw the announcement of an unprecedented partnership between an Israel-based media entity and one in the Emirates. Our own i24NEWS and Abu Dhabi Media, the UAE's leading public service broadcaster, have signed a memorandum of understanding that will see them collaborate on multiple fronts, including shared reporting and library content, as well as production exchange. Well, earlier I spoke about the new arrangement with i24NEWS CEO Frank Malul. Frank Malul, thank you for joining us on The Rundown. And tell us, how did this collaboration between i24NEWS and Abu Dhabi Media happen, and happen so quickly after the signing of the Abraham Accords?
Good evening, Calev. Yes, today it's a big day for i24NEWS because it's a dream which became reality. Why? Because when Patrick Drahi, the owner of i24NEWS, wanted to launch an international broadcast, he told me there will be one day we will be the first international broadcast to show a new reality in the Middle East. This is what's happening now. And we launched today a cooperation. I signed an MOU with the CEO of Abu Dhabi Media, which is a big leader, a big player in the region, owning many media platforms, digital and broadcast and radio and print. And the idea behind is to show that there is a new reality in the Middle East. What is this reality? We are more and more connected. We are more and more bigger to show what is behind the news. This is the DNA of i24NEWS since day one. So you said it was very fast, because we are working on it not since 3 months like the Abraham Accords. We are working on it since the beginning, since day one of i24NEWS. We are celebrating today this agreement, which is great, but it's something we are doing on air, in your studio, in your show, Calev, or in the studio behind me in the Arabic show, with people from Bahrain, people from Emirates, people from Oman, people from Kuwait, with Palestinian people every day are debating the reality of the Middle East on i24NEWS. So this MOU is great. It's a huge opportunity. It's historic because it's the first time that an Israeli-based network is signing with a big player in the Arabic world. It's the first step, but you will see, there will be more.
Now, as I mentioned, it involves sharing some production content, sharing some resources. But beyond that, Frank, what do you see i24NEWS is going to bring in even a larger sense to Abu Dhabi Media, and, of course, the other way around, Abu Dhabi Media to i24NEWS?
I had many talks with the leader of Abu Dhabi Media, of course. We spoke a lot. And what we see in this partnership is the opportunity for them to understand the reality in Israel, to have access to certain news that they don't have or they didn't have before, because they were not prepared to this new reality. We are prepared, as I said before. So we have also the benefit to provide French content, Arabic content, and English content. So it's to give them also an international input and to see the global picture of the news, what they can bring to us. It's another reality, the reality of the Middle East. And they are connected in many other countries in the region. So of course we will share content, we will share analysts, we will share reporter, but they will give us the codes to understand that reality.
How important do you think it is for the viewers of i24NEWS, those that view it in English both in Israel, but also internationally, to be able to see that content that's produced there in Abu Dhabi?
You know, I think today is a big step for i24NEWS. It's a big step in the credibility of i24NEWS. This kind of partnership is showing to the world, in the media market specifically, that we are totally international, that we are now a reality in the Middle East, that we are a big player as well, and we can compete with other media. But that reality showing between Abu Dhabi Media and i24NEWS, it's another step in the Abraham Accords, because you don't have only the peace agreement or the big signature or the diplomacy. you have also the reality of the citizen. And I'm very proud that i24NEWS will be part of this process, and with Abu Dhabi Media, to show to the rest of the world the reality day by day of this new Middle East.
Frank Malul, thank you for joining us finally on The Rundown.
Thank you, Calev.